everybody. Today's Monday, August 18th, 2025. And we're going to talk about Dexter, episode 7. It was just
Cruise
this
Control?
past week.
I think it was called.
I don't remember.
Course correction.
Course correction.
That's close, though. Cruise control and course correction.
I knew it was.
I can 100% tell you that, like, you know, we were saying how I don't know where this show's going. This episode was more proof of that. Like, didn't guess any of the things that were going to happen that happened.
I have a guess on something that would be really out there that I think could happen.
Okay.
It's just a guess, but I'll bring it up once we get to the spot.
Okay.
Shoot, hold on a second. Screwed up.
Did you say shoot?
Yeah, we're talking about Dexter. Okay, I just want to make sure we get the special effect in there.
That was a lot louder.
That was.
That's good.
We gotta get
it
you like the Dexter sounds, like, you know, from like his theme song or something.
There's a Dexter.
Ooh, there
theme
is a
song.
Dexter theme song.
Dun 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 dun.
You got it.
I'll just record that. I mean, it sounds just like it. I'm sure.
Yeah, well,
Flawless.
man of a
spot
thousand
on.
accents.
Yeah,
It's my new name.
man of 1,000, master of none.
Well, except for I'm not as dark as Aziz Ansari.
Well, you want to start with the recap?
Sure. So, Dexter episode 7. At the end of the last episode, Dexter, ponytail guy, Prater.
Actually, ponytail guy is Rapunzel. I was looking.
Oh, that's his actual code name.
Murder.
That's
name.
even worse. That's terrible.
Well, he takes the hair.
I know, but like, it sounds very girly. No offense. I mean, but because he's not a girl. He's like a
Ponytail guy makes him sound like some hipster doofus.
I
in
get
a
that.
bar.
I'll give you this. Neither of the names are good.
He just
That's
wishes,
true.
he wishes he was ponytail guy.
Anyway, Rapunzel,
Nothing.
Charlie,
I got
Prater, Dexter, and then Gemini get on the helicopter. But the problem is Dexter had killed Gemini earlier in the episode, and as Gemini is walking up, he's like, "Oh, wait a minute! All of Gemini's kills were twins. Gemini's a twin."
Did the quick math on that one.
Yeah. So they fly off to somewhere. They don't actually ever say where they are, do they?
No,
Can't
they're
be
at
too
some
far
kind
away.
of some kind of mansion. No, it was pretty quick.
Since it's via helicopter,
Yeah.
it could be that.
I mean,
Crazy.
it almost could have been like Martha's Vineyard or something. It was like a nice summery looking like spot. You know, he's got like
Is there
a little.
someone named Martha?
She has a vineyard.
Yeah.
That's where Obama lives now.
Oh boy. So they get there and they're having their little like villain confab, and then, you know, it's becoming.
Well, they do a little toast to Lady Vengeance.
Yeah. And they also kind of talk about how things are starting to go kind of south, like this go around, and nobody quite wants to say it's because there's a new guy, but it's because there's a new guy.
Right.
Someone wants to say it.
Well, and the person who wants to say it gets incited into.
Whoa, jumping way ahead. Slow it down. Slow it down.
What would you like to say?
The first thing.
Well, they do a toast to Lady Vengeance.
They do a toast, and then they kind of go into their Dinklage asked them to
that's
bring their
right.
trophies and do a presentation.
We had a double share. It was
Yeah.
just supposed to be Rapunzel, but he's like in lieu of everything.
Are you sure that's the name? Because if we're going to start saying it,
Yeah, that's his name.
because we'll sound stupid.
Yeah.
You know why that sounds stupid?
No, he's right. It's right here. Eric Stone Street is Al/Rapunzel.
Okay.
So
All right, so Rapunzel does his presentation.
he does his presentation.
Which was disturbing to me.
It was a little disturbing.
It was
Yeah.
a little.
I'm ready for that guy to die.
But
Oh, my God.
you can see, I mean, you don't want to see that kind of stuff, obviously. You
No.
know, it's a murder.
Yeah.
But to see someone like planning it and getting
Yeah.
excited because he's going to get it to murder somebody.
The weirdest
that
part
was-
for me was he used a GoPro that his kids got him for Christmas.
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
That was kinda
well.
cool. That was kinda
Hey,
weird.
at
And
least he used his present though.
That's true.
Made
I guess
use
he's
of it.
using it.
And he
yeah.
played it up pretty good, actually, because of how he's built and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
whiny and like
It all
wanted
worked.
to punch him in the face.
This is also a good PSA for the young ladies out there. Is
Don't help anybody.
especially if you're
Ever.
alone in the woods. Don't
This was
ever.
the first episode, though, for him where I really he's really good acting here. I mean,
Yeah.
Compared to-
while he's watching his movie, you could see the stuff like he's getting all excited on his face, and
Yeah.
Prater too. Not to mention that he was
Yeah.
getting pretty excited.
getting
about
off.
the
Too
video.
excited on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a little disturbing.
Yeah.
And then after we get Dexter/Red giving his, and
One thing I wanted to say: when he goes to cut her ponytail off, he says
says it-
something like "pop, pop, says it's time for a haircut or something.
Daddy says it's time for a haircut.
Pop,
It's a
pop.
weird
Oh,
thing.
pop.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's something in his family that what set him off. I bet we're going to find out more
I
about
hope
that.
so. When he's on the table, I hope we find that out.
That seemed like something that had a little meaning to it.
Maybe. But so Red Dexter gives his speech, and I'm not gonna lie, this was probably my least favorite part of the episode, only because he kind of comes off like a politician, where you ask a politician a question and they just talk and fill up the time, and he's like over here like not giving any specifics about ganking people or why he does it, and David Desmalkian points that out.
But I think that was on purpose, which was good.
It was on purpose.
For him, it was on purpose, but also I think for the writers, this was on purpose because Prater loved it.
Well, and that's
because
the thing,
it was
right?
so personal.
Yes, and it worked for him, but it just didn't really fit like what all the others had done up to that point. But yes, I agree.
But I
Prater
don't
liked
think
it.
he could do it because he wasn't the one doing the killing, so he couldn't get in that headspace as to
Well,
why.
right,
he
but
was
And
doing
he
it.
But
showed
you-
that at the beginning when he pulled out the Garrett, and then
Yeah.
he couldn't hold it
Well,
right.
and that's the
stuff.
thing, though, right? Though he's supposed to be this other person. He's got to try to sell it like he's this
I
person.
think he thought that if he had, they would know that he was.
Well, and that's what his
Maybe.
father said.
Maybe.
That's what I was.
I mean, the
what he
voice
said.
of his
Yeah.
father says to him. So
Yeah.
he's like, my
'Cause that
father's
is illegal.
right.
Yeah.
I've got to tell the truth. So he stuck to something
So he
where.
kind of did the dark passenger was actually him, and
Yeah.
then
And that's what it
Red
was. Because really,
yeah.
the only people he's ever revealed the dark passenger to are the people he's murdering.
Yeah.
So he was telling the truth
That's
there.
true. Yeah. So it was more authentic.
It was a little
Yeah.
Hulk. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. And
the
you
way he
couldn't,
did
you
it
actually
was
couldn't
kinda
tell
Hulk.
at first too. Like even at they kind of zoom in on Prater and his he has like a little eye twitch. So you're like, was he annoyed? And you find out after that was almost like I'm so happy. I'm like,
He's tearing up a little bit.
Yes.
yeah. So
Yeah, you couldn't tell at the moment though.
and we finally get a little bit more insight on Prater. Like he pulls Dexter aside and he's like, here's some backstory about me. And you get a better sense that, he didn't kill his parents, more than
Well,
likely.
Just before that conversation,
Yeah.
he's sitting at like a meal
Yeah.
with Rapunzel and Gemini.
And Dexter.
Well, that's what
he.
you're talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Prater.
No, Prater wasn't there. It was just the three of them. And Gemini says, there's a lot of. Actually, Rapunzel says that it's been a bad year. All this stuff's happening. It's your
Sorry
first year.
that you're
And
here when all this is going on.
Gemini's like, well, what's the difference between this year and other years?
Yeah.
Meaning,
yeah, he's starting to
Yeah.
pick up on it.
and right then,
That's when Dexter's like, I got to do something
Dexter,
about it.
right.
But he hadn't yet, because
No.
he still has the conversation with Prater first.
but he does say something to the audience like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he goes and talks to Prater.
Yep, and Prater reveals that he after his parents were killed in the car crash, which we knew already, but he befriends the guy who did it and becomes almost his prison pen pal. He visits him and
And that's apparently where his
Obsession.
fascination with this started.
Yeah.
He said he had a better connection with him than with his parents.
yes, and then he kind of alludes to the fact that there are other. There are other criminals out there, prisons are full of them, and it sort of
Well, that
just
was at the end after he passed in prison. But before that,
yeah.
he says that the guy that killed his parents says he did it intentionally.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
He went out
And
to
it wasn't
cause
the
chaos,
first
and
time.
It wasn't the first time, right?
Yes
right.
and no. He intentionally swerved into them, but not intentionally in the sense he knew who they were and tried to
No,
kill
not.
them.
I think he tried to kill him, but he didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
who they were.
But I'm
That
saying
was
it
the
wasn't
sense I got.
premeditated. He didn't know who they were. He just wanted to kill somebody.
I would say it was premeditated because he went out to do that, not specifically to them.
That's what I'm trying to
it wasn't-
elucidate to people watching this.
Right.
He had no idea who Prater and his family and all of them were.
Had a big swing on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
So yeah, that comes out, and you just get kind of a greater sense of Prater's interest.
Peter Dinklage is such a good actor.
He is.
Yeah. That's why it surprises me they got so many actors for this
He
series.
has all these little things that he does with his facial
Whoa, whoa,
tics
whoa,
and
whoa,
stuff. I'm just saying he's
Little
little
things.
things. Come on,
Oh,
Art. Be
sorry.
better.
That
That's
was
ridiculous.
unintentional.
Wow. It's 2 in a row.
After that, Dexter makes his way over to Gemini 2.0,
And he
and
sees him sitting on a bench in the little
yeah,
garden.
swirling a glass.
That's a little confusing
yeah.
because I know how it plays out,
Yeah.
obviously. But what was his what was he thinking? Because he goes over there to kill him.
I think exactly that.
Well, yeah, but it worked out perfectly because it looked like Gemini attacked him.
Yeah, but he's a master manipulator, so he knew exactly how he's going to lead the conversation. Probably.
It was good when he leans into him and he's like, he's
like, is it true that like twins feel pain or whatever? Did you feel any pain at like 8:20 last night?
Yeah, the exact time.
Because that's when I stabbed your brother. And he like leans in.
It was really good. Yes.
That was
but he had to, if he hadn't tried to murder him, anything less than what happened, and everything's out there.
Yeah, I still was a little worried about that though, because
really
like it's like who knows how long Gareth had been coming and going, and like for the new guy to do that and think he could automatically be accepted without reproach and be like, oh, Gareth is the weirdo crazy guy.
And the one thing now, Gareth just attacked him. He dies right there.
That's true.
Nobody knows about his brother.
Right.
Lady Vengeance, we're assuming Charlie Charlie manipulated that, so Prater's responsible for that death. And they're also responsible for that serial killer at the beginning of the season that
Canton.
We didn't know. Right.
Yeah, the Canton Strangler.
Really, they don't know all these deaths, and they're responsible for most of them. The only thing he's responsible for is the tattoo collector.
Right. Which
that
they don't even know about yet.
He's kind of pissed off that he's not around.
I'm sorry. The killer at the beginning was the Canton Clubber.
Canton
Clubber.
Or his non.
But I mean, they're responsible. Really, as far as they know,
Keith.
There's not a lot going on there. There's not a lot of guys missing from this, because they're responsible for most of the deaths. Prater and Charlie. That they know about at this point.
Well, yeah. So where are we at? They know about the clubber,
and they know about.
They don't know about Lowell. They know about Gemini. Death. They know about Lady V. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think there's all it really is like just a lot of like bad stuff is happening in this particular year's gathering.
But that's, there's not a lot to really feel that suspicious over right now. Really,
just that it's occurring.
Yeah, it's a bad year. Yeah.
Well, I think Uma's a little
she's suspicious of everything.
Yeah. She keeps staring at Dexter.
Yeah, she's gonna and stuff.
I think she wants to do.
And when he stabs Gemini with the glass that he broke. He grabs another piece of glass and puts it in the wound to get the blood and sticks it in his pocket.
And later he uses that. That's his first double blood slide, which was cool. That was really cool when he did that.
They're going to have a moment at some point where she's going to put a gun on him, and you're going to think that like she's going to want to plug him, and then she's going to like pull him close for a kiss, and she's going to be like, "You're such a man," and something crazy like that. The whole time the vibe is going to be like off because you expect her to want to kill him.
Do you write Dexter fan fiction?
No, but maybe I should.
You should.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, that's not going to happen.
Okay,
Charlie's going to
whatever you say, bro.
Yeah. So
I'm a little uncomfortable right now.
And I still
just a little.
One thing I'm a little bit fuzzy on is between the two brothers, the Gemini killers.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any more information? Which one is this? As far as the note passing and whether they saw Dexter or not, the first brother, second brother.
Well, as far as we know,
which one did he kill first?
I think he killed the second brother. I think the one that he killed recently was the one that was at the initial dinner party.
He asked him though; he never answered.
No, he didn't. But if you do like the math, he did that, and then he followed him to the bookstore, saw him put the thing in the book, and then he left. And I think his brother saw Dexter take that note out of the book and followed him to his house. Yeah, we went to his house.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So he killed his brother that we hadn't met yet.
Basically. I was a little confused. I wasn't sure which one was which. Because they said, I guess one of them's left-handed, one of them's right-handed too. If I didn't. I saw that online. So I don't know. I'm sure we could ferret out which is which and stuff. Yeah. But I'm not sure how that worked out.
Okay.
But the whole time he's at the dinner party, his son's messaging him because he's supposed to meet him at a college in New York City.
So Harrison.
Which he doesn't answer him because Prater interrupts him. But at some point, obviously, he did.
Mm-hmm. So Harrison goes to, what I can only guess is they couldn't get John Jay's permission because John Jay is the premier criminal justice college in the city.
Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Yes.
Oh. And his name is my name too.
So I figured.
So they have Harrison going to whatever the fictional criminal justice college in Manhattan
Collingsworth
is.
Or something.
Yeah, it doesn't exist, not real. And and he meets a cute girl who's like running the tour, and they're like kind of flirting the whole time, and he gets brought into
his mother was murdered and he killed his father.
Oh, yeah.
And then
he gives him a look on it.
He's like, well, my mom is dead.
I'm just screwing with him.
But he was actually...
He said everything that was honest.
Close,
But they get led into a mock lecture or like, they get to audit a lecture. Okay. And
after the tour of the
lecture series person is our detective that's been hunting him down the whole season.
Wallace?
Yes.
Right, Detective Wallace.
Yes.
Yep. So they make eye contact as soon as he walks in the room.
And she makes eye contact with Dexter.
Yeah.
And she's like, but Dexter's like, what? He didn't know why she was looking at him like that. That was good.
You skipped over quite a bit.
Yeah.
As usual.
I did?
Yeah, because when Harrison makes eye contact with her, he tries to get out. But
and then the door closes.
So he walks down to his seat.
He's like, fuck.
And she starts, they're looking at each other back and forth. And she starts a lecture saying that we're going to talk about a murder that you should all be aware of. It happened in the city. So he's assuming that they're going to talk about the one that just happened at the hotel.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why he got all nervous. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't understand. I didn't realize. I was thinking of the New York Ripper all along.
I would like to point out here and now, after the details you get given in this lecture, I'm calling it Prater is the Ripper.
Wow.
I've got another call that comes from her conversation with Dexter.
Part of it, right, is he has the weapon already, but the other part of it is all the pictures they show you of the women in that were killed by the thing, all about eye level for somebody his height.
Oh, that's true. They're all ripping their guts out.
Yeah. I think they call that a hot take.
There's another thing I saw. Now, this wasn't me. This was online.
Yeah.
But somebody said that instrument, the instrument for the Ripper, is a manhole cover, a tool to remove manhole covers.
Yeah, you put the hook in and lift the manhole cover up.
Well, that is the title for Dexter Resurrection is on a manhole cover.
For a lot of them, yeah.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, so that would make sense. I think the Ripper is going to be a main part of this.
Yeah.
Once some reveal down the road.
And they have you listen to a phone call that the Ripper makes because he taunts. It sounded like it could be a young Prater.
I thought that was Prater disguising his voice a little.
Or that, yeah. So
it did sound like Peter Dinklage.
That is my hot take as of episode 7.
I forgot that. I agree with you that voice sounded a lot like him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dexter comes in during the presentation, right? She's already started.
Yeah, he
sits down and listens to him, and then the detective notices him and recognizes him from the picture, I assume. So she saw of him.
And one thing I liked when he didn't show up for the college at the beginning, I thought that was going to be a wedge between he and Harrison. But he ended up showing up, and they end up having a nice moment in their seats. That's before he goes and talks to the detective, right?
Well,
they have a really nice moment where she says something like, psychopaths don't feel love.
Right.
And you see Harrison thinking, holy shit. And Dexter's like, I might not feel love like other people, but I know I feel differently about you than about anybody else, which was really nice, and it really affects Harrison. He feels that.
Yeah, but
that was really good.
He gets macked down by his girl again, so he has to put that away. He's
Dad,
that was pretty funny.
Can I meet you at the car?
And then Dad's like,
somewhere to be right now.
Yeah, Dad's like, she seems nice. He's like, we're not talking about this.
But first they talk to Wallace.
They talk to Wallace. Wallace kind of brings up some of the stuff, but doesn't like accuse. She's just, oh yeah, I talked to your buddy Batista. He's like, oh yeah, crazy old Batista.
But he does put some nice doubts in her. Those are all good points.
Right.
But I don't know where she's at with that,
Yeah, it's hard to tell with her, especially because of there's an earlier scene where Batista's in with them again, talking about stuff like, hey, can I get access to DMV records, which they must let him.
Well, he does, because immediately he shows up at Dexter's apartment. So he does get his address from the DMV records.
But what I was getting to is when she was talking to him, there's some stuff where he's pointing out the holes in the logic, and she's not
for Batista.
Well, Batista's pointing it out. I'm saying about the logic and the case with Lady V and the hotel guy. Oh, there was no prints on the watch. Or
that she says that, so she did have that doubt in her mind.
Well, he says it, but he asks her, okay, well, what's the one thing that the prints weren't on?
No, she says that. He doesn't prompt her. She said that first, and she said there was one item out of all of those trophies.
Doesn't he name it that it's the watch? And
she says it.
She says there's one item.
He says it's the watch.
Yes, but she was saying yes, but she was bringing it up on purpose because of that doubt.
Either way, though, she's not like jumping right into the boat with Batista, going like, "Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying." Right. She's like apprehensive, to commit to any like specific like line of thought.
She's so statistically minded that she brings up everything he says. He's like, why would she kill herself right now? And she's like, 77% of suicides occur between that and between sentencing. Yeah. So she's hard to twist around because she has all these stats.
Yeah, she likes the stats.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, at the very end though, Dexter, besides calling Batista, crazy old Batista, is also like, oh, by the way,
this happened.
Blood spatter expert guy. Have you considered this? And
well, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I feel like, what if now down the road she asks?
Are you about to do some fan fiction too?
No, I'm gonna do some hot take.
Oh, hot take. Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
That maybe she asks Dexter for a little help on the case, whether it's to get closer to him because he's suspicious or because he's an expert with blood spatter.
Yeah.
Right.
She's still obsessed with this case, and he just gave her a clue because you see it in her eyes. She's like, "Oh, we didn't think of that."
Think of that one.
And if it pans out, then she'll have a harder time thinking that he's Bay Harbor Butcher because he's good at his job.
Even further down the line, you assume he's going to get out of all his troubles. What if he ends up working for the NYPD?
Oh,
and that's where the show goes.
Oh, and then Harrison starts to go to school to get onto the NYPD.
So it's just like his sister being with him again in the police force.
So I don't know, but I mean, I was thinking now all of a sudden he has a police officer
that's a good.
He's already impressed.
That's a good way that he would stay in the city.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I don't know, obviously, but that was really interesting because you see her eyes light up right away when he said that about the longer weapon.
So after all that, Dexter gets home, and we kind of talked about how in the interim, Angel had visited Blessing, and he's still there.
Well, we didn't
hear the music
until Dexter's in his room and hears the music.
He hears
but we did see him visit.
We did see him visit, but then we didn't know that he just
never left.
Right. So Dexter's
he's like
in his
teaching
apartment.
salsa to Blessing and his family, and Dexter hears it, and he's like, Batista. And he goes upstairs and he's like,
and he goes right in. He doesn't knock or anything. So they must have that close of a relationship now.
Dexter.
I was thinking that too. They didn't even blink at that. He just walked in.
Walks right in.
Blessing basically told him, "Mi casa es su casa." You were here for my mother's death, and you got a cat, so we're close.
They're in family mode right now.
They're cat brothers. So he kind of uses their friendship to be like, "Hey, Batista, old buddy, why don't I give you a ride back to wherever you're staying and let's catch up?"
Yeah.
And it's just, it cuts away to them both being stone faced and angry, and you're just waiting for somebody to break the silence, and he's just like, "I'm only gonna say this once. Stay away from my house, my neighbors, my family, my son," which I feel like was covered in family because who the heck else are you talking about?
All right.
Just stay away. And Batista's like, "What are you gonna do if I don't?" And they just have their little.
And then he's like, "Well, if I'm who you think I am, how do you think this is going to end for you?"
Yeah.
Which is a warning. I mean, he's trying to just say, "Go home." Doesn't he say go back to?
Yeah. And he lets him out of the car instead of killing him, which is probably a mistake on his part, if I'm being honest, because Batista doesn't fit the code.
Batista planted a tracker on his car.
He did, and that is where the episode ends.
That was his AirPods, actually.
Oh, did you see him do it?
Yeah,
I saw
him. He drops it in the thing, and then they show it.
Oh, I didn't.
When he closes the door, they zoom in on it, and they show it. That's his AirPods, and he can track it with his phone.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's only going to last as long as his AirPods stay charged.
Yeah, which they'll fudge.
Which they'll last for a long time now.
Yeah, apparently. They'll last like a year.
Oh,
I go to the gym, they last 2 days.
Just like I said earlier in the a few episodes ago, when anybody wants to find anyone in the show, they find them instantly. Like he says, "Can I use DMV records?" And then in the next scene, he's at his apartment.
House,
so. Yeah. But it was very good. Another great episode.
Honestly, though, even if he even if he didn't, if they said no, like there was other avenues for that. He could have called up the sheriff in Iron Lake again, same state. You know, could have been like, hey, can you look this up for me?
And there was really no blessing. I mean, you know, a little bit with Batista there, but really not much blessing in this episode. I still feel though, like maybe all the serial killers, when we learn about them in this show, had trauma in their lives that caused them, and we know he had trauma.
I don't think Blessing's ever going to become a serial killer. If anything, he may kill and be able to back it up by saying, "I've had to do this before."
But he had trauma in his life, and his mother removed him from it.
Yep.
And I don't know. That's just I feel like there's something there, but maybe not. He's such a good guy. I love the character, the way that he's portraying him.
We got 3 episodes to go.
3 episodes
to
go.
Yep.
10 for the season.
Yep.
That was just 7. So
very curious to see. I mean, anything could happen in 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, because everything happens kind of quick in the
fast.
Yeah. So realistically, John,
because really now Rapunzel would be his next target, right?
Yeah.
Is he the only one left?
Unless he considers Prater.
Well, but I mean, out of the ones Charlie. That we know are serial killers.
Yep. If I were him, I would wait until after the last gathering, and then I would try to get him on the way to the airport, and then he just never makes it home.
What did Prater say? There was one more. Did he say there's a dinner?
Yeah.
Like a
going away dinner,
right?
Or fun time hangs. See you next time.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be interesting with just the 2 serial killers there, though.
Yeah, Dexter still has to get back his blood slides, too, so.
Oh, that's true. Think he's going to go for that?
You think he's going to give them back?
No, I think he'll take them back.
He has them, doesn't he?
No, these are new ones.
Oh, that's right. When I saw the box yesterday, I was thinking he had them back.
He started a new set after he killed
That's right.
Yep, and that was cool when they did the Gemini one slide with 2 different blood spatters.
Yes, that was good.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Oh, but so he's still going to want that back.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this plays out. It's very, very good.
And
very
I think there's got to, obviously, within this next 3 episodes, has to be a lot more with the New York Ripper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hopefully, I think they're going to leave that as a cliffhanger at the end of the season. Look, they may do a reveal as to who it is, but then that's going to be the end of the season.
I wouldn't be surprised if
that would be all right. There's been a lot of killing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Dexter find out who it is, like if it is Prater, but I don't think it'll be something that the police solve. Like it'll stay something that she doesn't, find out about. So.
But we'll see. Got 3 episodes left. We're getting down to as they say, the nitty gritty.
As they say.
The nitty gritty.
I wonder now that I'm just thinking, now that they have the watch, and they know her fingerprints aren't on it. Yeah. Can that still go back anyway to? It could go back to Harrison if they find out that he brought it in.
It could
to the shop to get it repaired.
It could, but here's what.
And he picked it up from the shop.
Well, yes and no, because I think didn't he? He already admitted to that though. He told them like when I don't know, at some point during interrogation, like he's like, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that I did this for him, because like they were asking what is. I think he did bring it up.
I think they did bring it up.
Yeah, because they were asking like about his interactions with them, and he didn't mention it at first. And then when she like comes at him again, like on a different day, he's like,
"Well, I just thought that was one loophole, one thing that hadn't been tied up."
I think Dexter is kind of right, because he told Harrison, he's like, they already have the win for this. Yeah, like they're not going to want to drudge it back up.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's right. If it wasn't for Batista, if it wasn't for
Batista's going to keep hitting his head against the wall.
Right.
Yeah.
But I still think there's obviously more to go with Harrison.
I think unless they have a reason to like do it, like they like tying him to another crime,
right?
It'll probably stay like settled.
Well, there's still the landlord out there.
Yeah, and Harrison's not known for his good judgment when it comes to the people he cares about.
Right.
So,
and he is upset about like the girl's son with his with the black mold and his asthma and everything.
Yeah. Well, if anything, Dexter should give him one of the fucking stacks of money he got from Prater and
let him move out.
Set him up for college, maybe, and Harrison would help the girl out. Yeah. And now Harrison also has a potential love triangle starting.
Oh, we're really going down some rabbit holes now.
They've been him and the girl have been flirting, and now
you're right.
Now we have Gigi.
But she didn't want anything serious or nothing to do right now because she's still.
The second she sees him with Gigi or something, she's gonna be like, I really like you.
That's true.
This is how this goes every time.
Yeah. Really? Every time? Is this from personal experience?
No, I'm talking from shows.
Oh, okay.
It makes for good drama.
Oh, good. Yeah. No,
but it's true. If you don't have a girlfriend, it's hard to get a girlfriend. But once you have one, all the other girls find you more interesting.
That's him
He's
speaking from
taken.
experience.
That's from experience. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see how this goes, how this plays out, and we'll be back next week with our review for episode 8. Thank you. Thank you for watching Two Studs and a Dud. Please like, subscribe, and share this video.